Let's bring out the starters for your Orlando Magic. At shooting guard. At center.
Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one. Guy go to work.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Reddish out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Bamba. It's rebounded by Doncic. Passes it to Reddish. Back to Doncic. Carter against Isaac. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. Ross with the steal. Inside. Here's Anthony. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Luka Doncic.
Clearly a foul.
Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is Dan. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. And that's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
Well, the danger factor that DeMar DeRozan adds on the offensive end is huge. He puts a ton of pressure on the defense.
Back to Anthony. Bamba, a screen on Doncic. And there's the pass to Ross. To the wing right side. Bamba's shot is off. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season. And quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Doncic kicks to Reddish. Pass to DeRozan. Got a piece of it. Some nice passing by New York here. And Embiid throws it down.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Suggs with the ball. Isaac picks him up. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Carter on the wing. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Joel Embiid. Coming off a terrific season. Put up about 28 points a game. 10 rebounds and 3 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Now, here's Doncic. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. Reddish kicks to DeRozan. It's stolen by Anthony.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Poked away. Carter, the pass to Anthony. Back to Carter. And here is Anthony. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. Yep, it counts.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem on the windows.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Jamal Mosley. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Bamba, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, let's remember, Mo Bamba is 7 feet tall. He is a challenge for the defense to get a good contest.
2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Isaac a screen on Anthony. Doncic against Anthony. The drive by Doncic. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Right wing. Now Suggs. 8 points his last outing. Here's Bamba. The Magic again can't hit.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Count that one.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now here's Bamba. His last outing he had 8 points. Here's Suggs. Back to Ross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Doncic. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
Pass to Embiid. Carter against Isaac. Passes to Embiid. Back to Doncic. For 3. Isaac misses. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Ross dishes to Anthony. Bamba setting the pick for Anthony. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And Embiid has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebound or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions. And getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Wagner comes in for Carter. Wagner's checked in for Suggs. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Cole Anthony. Now here's Fultz. 23 points for him the last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Doncic with it. He's defended by Wagner. And that one, good.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
DeRozan against Ross. Here's Fultz. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Doncic against Fultz. With the shot. Embiid, no good. The Magic trail by 3. Fultz with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. Lopez right side. Shoots over Embiid. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Ross against Doncic. Over Ross. Orlando grabs the miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Back to Fultz. The pass to Wagner. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And Doncic gets it to go.
A dribble drive by Luka Doncic isn't about speed. It is about craftiness. This guy is so smart.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lopez, a screen on Doncic. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. Off target from outside. New York leading by 5. And stolen by Wagner. Pass to Wagner. Kicks it to Fultz. Ross on the wing. There's a screen. Shoots over DeRozan. The Magic again can't hit.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
DeRozan with a screen for Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
There's a savviness innate to Luka Doncic. He has played this game for such a long time. Pick and roll, yeah, that's in my bag.
Now here's Fultz. Pass to Wagner. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Embiid trying to break loose, and the shot is good. And now it's a 9-point Knicks lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Wagner kicks to Fultz. Lopez a screen on Doncic. Fultz no good. And the Knicks with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Isaac finds Embiid, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Fultz. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Fultz no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Lobbed up there for Isaac. And stolen by Wagner. 30 seconds left to play in the first. Fultz with the ball. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
And it's Doncic missing. Now, here's Wagner. Here's Lopez. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the New York Knicks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Right back after this break.
All right.
And a bit of a lull in the play of Joel Embiid.
I think I need to, be.
And certainly Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Elvin Johnson is out there with Toppin. Then it's Jones. And it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. New York leading by 9. And here's Jones to the paint. Here's Caruso. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night right here. For teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge.
Sure can. And just getting on the same page takes some time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will help you do that.
Bamba is checked in for Wagner. Jonathan Isaac is checked in for the Knicks. Doncic comes in for Jones. Now, here's Wagner. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. 11-point game. Anthony against Isaac. Got a piece of it. Carter outside. Back to Anthony. Here's Caruso. Out to Doncic. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Caruso, the pass to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Driving the lane. Carter pulls it in. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. And it's Suggs missing. New York leading by 11. Now Doncic. 8 points for him. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Suggs with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Anthony, the pass to Carter. Now Suggs. At the elbow, Toppin. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Anthony. Pass to Isaac. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Luka Doncic has an innate sense for when his teammates are open, and boy, does he deliver it.
Now, here's Wagner. Here's the pass to Bamba. Anthony down low. Guarded by Doncic. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling. Whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Catching up on the changes for New York. Embiid, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Toppin. And it's Reddish in for Doncic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Take a look here at numbers for Anthony, how he performed last season. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Here's Suggs. Here's Bamba and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason.
Assist from.
Well, the control you have to have to pull that move off, incredible. DeMar DeRozan showing tight handles.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Suggs dishes to Carter. Pass to Bamba. He kicks to Fultz. Shoots a fader. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. New York leading by 19 points. DeRozan surveying the D. Over Fultz. DeRozan gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Orlando, they've gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began.
Orlando. Who wants a T-shirt? And your 4-on-7.
Lopez, he's checked in for Orlando. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. 4th, Joel Embiid.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Now here's Fultz. Lopez outside. Five to shoot. And Wagner has it in the corner. Shoots over DeRozan. The Magic again can't hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Now, here's DeRozan. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do, and not enough credit for what he does.
And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more than you thought you could be.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Carter, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Wagner. Now here's Ross. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Pass to Wagner. Lopez, a screen on Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Ross.
That's the defense of DeMar DeRozan getting the job done, showing he can be effective as a two-way player.
And the basket is good. DeRozan's got 10 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Fultz. Good, nice job down low. Fultz has got his second bucket of the night.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by the Knicks.
Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. Embiid kicks to Caruso. They get the rebound. Tries again. Embiid, no good. To the right side. And the wide-open shot from Reddish. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Reddish has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Fultz. Passes it to Ross. Lopez sets a screen for Ross. Dishes to Lopez. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Beyond the arc. No good from Ross.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Caruso. And Embiid throws it down.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Here's Fultz. The Knicks making the shot. The pass to Suggs. Lopez with the ball. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Embiid's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
For the Knicks, Jonathan Isaac is checked in for Joel Embiid. Toppin comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Cameron Reddish. Now, here's Wagner. 9 points last game out. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Knicks making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. Now the Knicks with it. It's a 21-2 run. Totally rolling here. Pass to Doncic. And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. Here's Reddish. And another turnover here by New York.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic. Last season he played outstanding. 5th in assists, 6th in scoring, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come.
You know, one of the most impactful offensive rebounders in the game, Robin Lopez, doing work.
Johnson outside. Now here's Reddish. Defense right on him. From down in the low post, it goes. Reddish has got 5 points so far. Orlando's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Doncic against Fultz. Pass to Ross. This one for 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 6 rebounds in the game. Doncic against Lopez. The drive by Doncic.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Doncic against Fultz. And here is Ross. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Here's Doncic. Takes it off the glass. He's got 14.
Well, you can tell the team feeding off Luka Doncic right now. They see him produce. They're just getting him the basketball.
And so it's the New York Knicks out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attacking it downhill, then making plays.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league.
A franchise center getting dealt is a rarity, especially a Hall of Fame level talent like Joel Embiid. The process will have a huge impact on this team.
All right, fellas, let's check in on our first half of action and the dominating performance for the New York Knicks.
Down in the paint, they're doing everything right, seeking out high percentage looks. So far, the defense hasn't had any answer for that. And we'll see if those adjustments that the coaches are making at halftime work.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Suggs. Mohamed Bamba is out there with Wendell Carter. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Anthony in at the point guard position.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Doncic. 14 points for him. Embiid kicks to Doncic. Jones for 3. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Embiid.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Orlando with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Ross passes to Carter. Anthony against Jones. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Reddish, he's checked in for Jones. Anthony against Doncic. Embiid with the screen on Anthony. And Doncic, here we go. From deep. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And while he's dealt with injuries, I still have enjoyed watching the growth of Jonathan Isaac. The guy entered the league. Everyone knew he could be a shot blocker, but he does so much more defensively.
Now here's DeRozan. 10 points for him. Passes it to Reddish. Now here's Doncic. Jacks up a three. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Well, Doncic is never shy from three-point opportunity. You give him a win. He will take it.
You know, Greg, you got to agree the defense isn't the only area where Jonathan Isaac has improved.
And no question, Kevin, his offense has developed as well. He's becoming a more confident scorer, steadily increasing his output on that end.
Out to the right wing. Embiid from outside.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
Three-pointer. Another miss by Orlando.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Right side, DeRozan over Anthony and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. DeRozan's got 12 in the game. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Carter, the pass to Anthony. Shot to stop the run. The Knicks pull it in. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight. On the wing, Isaac. Over Carter. Isaac misses. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. The pass to Bamba. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Reddish kicks to Isaac. Feeds to Reddish. Over Anthony. That one off the back iron and out. Reddish has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field. Ross on the wing. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now Anthony, just 5 to shoot. Bamba a screen on DeRozan. A 3-ball. Bamba's shot is off.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
DeRozan for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bamba setting the pick for Anthony. Back to Carter. Bamba a screen on Doncic. Here's Ross to end the drought, and that's 2 points on the layup. Ross has got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, the drive ends with Terrence Ross taking a bit of a hit, but it doesn't matter. He scores anyway.
Doncic passes to DeRozan. Embiid. And Bamba pulls it down. Ross on the wing. Outside Anthony. Carter against Isaac. Back to Anthony. Bamba setting the pick for Anthony. Pass to Ross. Over Reddish. And he overshot that one, missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Carter. Bamba setting the pick for Anthony. No good on the three. New York's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Offensive stats and records always draw more attention to us, but the defensive skill level in the NBA right now is also incredibly high.
It is, Kevin. We talk about basketball IQ, and so often we're referencing the offensive end of the floor, how to manipulate pick and roll, how to read and react in some motion offenses. I think high-caliber, smart defensive players impact winning as much as anybody. Do you have game plan discipline? Do you know what your philosophy is? Do you understand the personnel on the opposite side? That takes work and it takes commitment, and I have great admiration for those guys.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. The Knicks also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Alex Caruso in for Doncic. Here's Wagner. And Lopez throws it down.
Boy, it makes it look easy. Lopez barely has to jump to throw it down.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Fultz. On the wing, DeRozan launches it. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And Embiid throws it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right, once he gets his hands on the miss. Here's Fultz. The Knicks making the shot. Passes it to Wagner. And Wagner has it in the corner. Lopez sets a screen for Fultz. The Knicks pull it in. Embiid's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. Embiid trying to break loose. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
Lopez a screen. Here's Harris. And the rejection by Embiid. DeRozan with it. 14 points for him. Caruso, the pass to Embiid. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And, Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
Well, this is what's evolving over time, right? Markelle Fultz running the pick and roll, such a precise play.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's DeRozan. That shot missing. And Orlando the other way now. Harris with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And the rejection by Embiid. Wagner passes to Lopez. To the middle. And finished off by Wagner.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise. And to 407.
And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In third, the Knicks.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting was so high.
Jones with it. Guarded by Fultz. Johnson outside. Caruso kicks to Johnson. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Caruso, guarded by Harris. That one falls.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Magic. And the pass to Fultz. Over Jones. That's good from Fultz on the assist from Harris. Fultz has got 4 points now in the quarter. New York shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Jones the pass to Bassey. It's Jones on the wing. Guarded by Fultz. Pass to Bassey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Robin Lopez.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That one is off. Hampton, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And he's good on the second. Well, Orlando shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%. Fultz the pass to Lopez. Stolen away. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Great open look there. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Fultz against Jones. Now here's Fultz. Three-pointer. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Knicks out front, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And New York looking at who they've got. They've got Keldon Johnson. Toppin is out there with Isaac. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
Doncic passes to Isaac. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. That shot no good. And Orlando the other way now. Pass to Anthony. There's Okeke. Anthony on the wing. Great playing most of your career in the 90s. The game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
For the 3. The rebound by Johnson.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Caruso. Isaac a screen on Anthony. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Isaac kicks to Doncic. From deep, Johnson. It's hauled in by the Magic. And here is Anthony. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. There's the drive. Hampton misses. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Gary Harris comes in for Anthony. Now here's Hampton. Bamba inside. Isaac on him. Bamba finds Harris. Bamba setting the pick for Harris. Passes to Okeke. Harris against Doncic. Harris misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their career. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Now, here's Doncic. Just 5 on the clock.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
At the line for the Knicks, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
All free throws good from Doncic.
From the moment Luka Doncic stepped between the lines at the NBA level, he has been a force to be reckoned with. Rookie of the Year his first year, All-Star the next year, and he's carved out his place unequivocally as one of the best in the business.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
For the Knicks, Embiid, he's checked in for Toppin. DeRozan comes in for Johnson. And it's Reddish in for Alex Caruso. Now, here's Hampton. Bamba a screen on Doncic. Here's Hampton. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid. And Doncic. Here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And just a couple years ago, Doris, it seemed, didn't it, like bigs were a dying breed in the NBA. Then last season, 2 of the top MVP candidates were centers.
There was so much conversation that true 5 men, the center position, was no longer in vogue. And then all of a sudden, look what happens. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid were neck and neck for long stretches of the season. Both 5 men, both highly skilled. To me, it's always about, can you play the game or can you not play the game? And those 2 men, they can play.
Now here's Williams, 6 to shoot. Ross with it, over to Rosen. Bamba kicks to Ross. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Doncic finds Embiid. Shoots over Bamba. Embiid, no good.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
A nice shot by Harris.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now, here's Doncic. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Now the pass to Ross. Now Harris. Here's Suggs. Pass to Bamba. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Yeah, and
dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Now here's Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And here's Doncic from the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Doncic loves the ability to respond with a three. That is tough.
And here is Suggs. Pass to Ross. Bamba with it. Back to Ross. Here's Suggs. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Passes it to Embiid. Some nice passing by New York here. Isaac down low. And Isaac throws it down.
Can we remember this guy is 6'10", so if he's in position, turn the lights out.
Williams, a screen on Doncic. Suggs kicks to Williams. That three off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Fultz in for Harris. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 16-5 run. Jones the pass to Johnson. Jones sets the pick for Johnson. Doris, there's much argument over how the MVP award should be decided. Whether it's stats, time on the floor, the intangible, with the winner, with the loser. What criteria do you use when you vote on that award?
Well, there's so much that goes into this because, number one, how skilled are you? You have to be one of the most skilled players in the league, highest rated. Number two, how much do you influence winning? But the fact of the matter is most MVPs finish in the top 2 or 3 in their respective conferences. So that's another criteria. I'm just going to say this to you. I will actually poll NBA players as I come across through the season talking about these awards, these first, second, third team All-NBA, because they're the guys lining up opposite and know what goes into what these guys do.
New York with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. And the pass to Bassey.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the wing on the left. From the arc. Caruso, no good. Orlando's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And that one's good.
Well, Markelle Fultz trying to be a better floor general. On time and on target. Do that consistently.
Here's Jones. Jalen Suggs making his last shot. Caruso, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Out to the right wing. Johnson against Fultz. For a number of seasons, offensive output, Greg, has been on the rise, as we've seen. But last year, it went to a whole different level.
I mean, how about 2 years ago with Dallas? We had the greatest offensive season since all the way back in 1973, averaging over 116 points per 100 possessions. Get this, last year, 7 teams beat that record. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Hey, guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Joel Embiid.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw.
It's always fun to watch a young player like Obi Toppin adapt to the league. He has done a really good job rising to the challenge of NBA-level play.
Fultz finds Wagner. Carter with a screen on Johnson. Here is Carter. He's guarded by Johnson. Fires top of the key. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Joel, congrats on the win. A quality win. How did you secure it?
Oh, we glad. We went top tonight. We won soft. We shared the ball defensive, and we were really good. And that's what we got to do the rest of the season.
Well, you're building towards something good, man. Congratulations on the win. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.